it's an interesting phase that we're going through in international cricket, is that it's far easier to pick the top 5 or your top 5 favourite batsmen than it's to pick the 5 favourite bowlers. Because it's interesting, I think we've got far more spinners that can come into the mix than we've got fast bowlers in. So do you want to do your test top 5?
Oh gosh, can I just pick 5 bowlers I like watching?
Okay, 5 bowlers you like watching. Actually, that's an interesting one.
At this point in time, the 5 bowlers that I enjoy around the world in all formats of the game.
Yeah, because far too often we go numbers, strike rates, economy rates. Sometimes it's just good to say, forget all that. What are the 5 I love watching the most?
5 I love watching the most. I'm going to start with a Kiwi this time because I think Trent Boult has been exceptional.
Okay.
During the World Cup and post World Cup, Trent Boult's been exceptional. I think he's come on leaps and bounds.
Okay.
So he is in my top 5 comfortably. Josh Hazlewood, I think, is one of the premier seam bowlers in the world at the moment. I just think he's generally fitness is a great asset for him. Bowls a lovely line, lovely length, and I enjoy watching him bowl.
Sometimes we look for our kind of people in our preferences, I think. Okay.
Jasprit Bumrah.
Okay, that's interesting.
Just
Why?
because 2020 in one-day international cricket, I think he is as good at the death as I've seen since Malinga. With his Yorkers and his slower balls, a very different action, but someone who makes more than the most out of everything he has. Bowls with genuine pace, new ball, old ball, in the middle. I love watching him bowl. I love his skill and his ability to bowl those slower balls, deceive players. And so I enjoy watching that.
I told you I thought different. Okay, Bull Hazlewood, Bumrah.
Ashwin.
Okay.
Just from spending a lot of time in India, records speak for themselves. People talk a lot about Ashwin's record overseas. I don't care. Jimmy Anderson's record outside of England is poor.
Yes.
But does that make him a terrible bowler? No, it does not.
He
is a great of the game. Absolute great of the game.
Master Lily didn't have a great record outside familiar conditions.
Absolutely. So you are good where you play.
Yes.
And he played most of his test matches in India in the last 2 or 3 years, and he is an absolute gun. So he is in my top 5.
What aspect of his bowling do you like?
I love the fact that he's a real thinker of the game. He's astute. The fact that the carom ball, the different varieties, he bowls with the new ball, bowls with the old ball, works batsmen out. I think that's what I love about Ashwin, and couple that with the fact that he's actually got a couple of test match hundreds now and he can bat. So he's a genuine all-round option.
Okay, that's 4.
That's 4. Now my other one I had in there was Kagiso Rabada.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Little young fellow. We saw him at the Under-19 World Cup not that long ago.
Yeah, and I think he will be a future great if he stays fit. Love his action. I think he hits the bat as hard as anyone in the world at the moment. As far as when the batsmen talk about Rabada, it seems coming a little bit late. Action, swings the ball, good pace, one-day internationals and test matches. So there's my 5.
Right, now let's see where Doull is going to have a problem going. Yasir Shah, Mitch Stark.
Great bowlers, terrific bowlers. I think Mitchell Stark.
Hassan Ali.
Mitchell Stark is not on the park enough of late for mine to be considered in that. I think when he's on the park and fully fit, brilliant one-day bowler. Yasir Shah, again, terrific leg spinner. No issue with that. But we talk about personal preferences, and having not been to Dubai, having not watched a lot of Yasir Shah bowl, seen him in New Zealand only, just hasn't really done it for me.
I'll tell you, this very quirky bowler I would have loved to see in that list. And I say quirky because he's the last person of his shape who I think will ever play international cricket again, and that's Rangana Herath.
Yes.
And I think New Zealanders must know a thing or two about him.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah?
They struggle with him. A lot with him. And the unfortunate side, and we were both in Sri Lanka, Harsha, weren't we, when I think he too is coming to the end of it.
Yes.
And he's trying to hold that Sri Lankan team together, which is a tough ask. They're really battling at the moment. So
no Anderson, no Steyn. Well, Steyn maybe. If you'd done it a year ago, would you have Steyn in it?
Possibly a year and a half ago I would. Again, if I was looking purely at top 5 test match bowlers, Jimmy Anderson would probably be in there. But I just looked across the board at guys I love watching bowl at the moment.
Okay, so there you go. It's an interesting list. It's got Boult, it's got Hazlewood, it's got Bumrah, it's got Ashwin, and it's got Rabada. I told you he thinks a little differently.